Yo, welcome back. Episode 4 of Let Me Cook with your boy DJ Delinger. Today we're going to be making chicken sopas. This dish was inspired by my pops. Rest in peace. Every auntie, uncle party we went to, they would request this soup. So I'm just going here to, like I do, spread love. Peace. All right, so for today's ingredients, we have rotisserie chicken. We got 3 stalks of celery. 1 carrot, 3 beef hot dogs, evaporated milk, half a cabbage, some garlic mince, some chicken bouillon, vegetable oil, patis, and elbows. You can even use shells if you want, but I like to use elbows, and that's what my pops use, so we're going to keep it OG. All right, for the first step, we're going to boil the elbows. I bought 2 boxes. I'm not sure if I want to use 2, so I'm going to do at least 1.5 just to make sure for this size pot here. I said it's all your own measuring, so you do how you feel it. I also like to put a little oil in it just so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And the next step, we're gonna go ahead and fry the garlic and the chicken together with a little bit of patis, fish sauce. Kind of make sure you be careful with pouring this. You don't want to put too much, then it'll just make the whole thing too salty. So just put a little by little, and then throughout the time we're cooking this, you can always add a little bit as you go. So we're gonna let that sit, mix it up, and then we'll come back in about maybe 10-15 minutes, check on the noodles and see where they are from there. All right, so now we're gonna check on the elbows, make sure. So with the elbows, you want to make sure they're halfway cooked because you want to let it cook completely when you complete the soup. So right now we're about halfway in. So what I like to do is just pour everything into the pot over here where I'm marinating the chicken, and then see if I need to add a little bit of water to it. So right now we're gonna add a little bit of water just to cover up the macaroni, and then but before I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients, which is the celery, carrots, hot dogs. That should look good, right? I'm not supposed to curse, but and the cabbages. So we're gonna let this sit right now. Give it about 10 minutes. The chicken was already cooked because we used the rotisserie. So we just basically gotta wait for the vegetables to cook and the hot dogs. And then we'll just start tasting the soup to see if we need to add a little bit more fish sauce. And the evaporated milk. I wanna put a 12-ounce can in here, so just put all of it. So we're gonna let this sit for about 10-15 minutes to let all the vegetables and the hot dogs and make sure everything's cooked. All right, so we decided to, I decided to put this in another pot because the other one, it wouldn't be so soupy. So this one gave us a little bit more room to add a little water. So now this is gonna be the first taste test to see if we need to add either the chicken bouillon or the patis to it. Be careful. So I want that little bit more of a chicken flavor, so I'm gonna add 2 more bouillon cubes to it. Actually not, this is my first 2, all right. And I'm gonna add a little bit more patis. Just go ahead and mix it around a few times. So let it sit for another 5 minutes or so, and then we should be good to go. All right, so we're gonna do the final taste test to see if we need to add anything. So that's what we want right there. I wanted more of the chicken flavor with a little bit of salt in it. So this is it. Be right back. All right, so now it's time to taste the sopas. For me, I put a little bit of rice in mine, just so it can be a little bit thicker. But if you want to just eat it just like a soup, just leave it alone. Another thing too, you can use ground beef. So if you want to try it with a little ground beef instead of chicken, you got options. But that's it for today. Until next time, peace.